Welcome, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Please like and share the program to everyone. Like and share to everyone for this information to get across for information purposes. Wherever you are watching from, I want to share with you a very important broadcast and revelations that were made by the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And we continue to bring you this detailed information that you have forgotten about. It is very important. Pay attention to every single information coming from the Prime Minister. You'll be glad you did. Information is power. Let's watch.
Let me make it very clear. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't necessarily need to wait for court pronouncement. We don't necessarily have to wait for court pronouncement for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released. I've said it several times, that the Attorney General of Nigeria have the right, absolute right, to drop all the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for lack of merit and lack of evidence. That is number one. Number two is that the president, if the in other words, the president also have that executive power to also order the Attorney General, either influencing the Attorney General to drop the charges, or I don't want to mention amnesty, because we don't know. Sometimes the amnesty is something that have a lot of something attached to it. So, but it is just as simple as that. And the reason why this particular move should be done is because a lot of people, a lot of those who actually committed crime in Nigeria has been given amnesty or whatever and pardoned, and they went to training, and some of them are working in Nigeria Army and DSS today. Okay, some of them have been employed in government house. We see the bandit that was arrested last time. He was part of bandit. He surrendered according to them, and then they employed him, and he was working in government house, and he continued to do the banditry. So it is the injustice we are talking about. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Self-determination is not a crime in Nigeria law. Is not a crime in international law. It's not a crime in Africa Charter. In fact, Africa Charter of Human and People's Rights even guarantee that you can use arms in case of foreign domination. And what we witness in Nigeria today is more than apartheid regime. It's a foreign domination, which is dominated by Fulanis. So the Africa Charter, encourage us to use arms for this struggle to defend our land and fight for our freedom. So anybody who doesn't understand this, that is why it is very important. Those who fight for liberation of their people, they are well-educated people. Go and check the history of people that are fighting for freedom. They are not almajiris. They are not half-educated people. They are not lunatic like what we see on social media. There are people who have information. There are people who are well-grounded. There are people who research. There are people who are educated and empower themselves with wisdom and education. So that when anything happens, you know where to make references. You know how to defend yourself and all that. Some of these people don't know anything. Coming to social media and see somebody who is now making a video on Biafra. Oh, Finland government, come. Why do you allow Simon Ekpa? And let me make it very clear. In 2019, Nigeria government called the Finland government, wrote Finland government, and about Simon Ekpa. Some people, even some human rights advocate or whatever in Nigeria, they wrote to Finland government about me. I have not started yet the Biafra struggle. You see, anything in this life, once you are anointed to do that thing you are doing, every devil will be on you. My people, the attack you see today, I have become Biafra that they are fighting. Simon Ekpa has become, the name Simon Ekpa has become Biafra. They are fighting. They are no longer interested in fighting Biafra. They are now fighting Simon Ekpa. So when I started the struggle for Biafra, when I joined the struggle for Biafra, what did the Nigerian government do? They noticed it immediately. They noticed it immediately. The first thing the Nigerian government did was to start to approach the Finland government. They started writing the ambassador and all that. That was the first thing they did. It was not up to a few months. I joined the struggle. They started writing the Finland government that the IPOB propagandist in Finland should be watched. Okay? So we are not relenting until Nnamdi Kanu is released. And the release of Nnamdi Kanu will not stop me, Simon Ekpa, from fighting for Biafra. Okay? Will not stop Simon Ekpa from fighting for Biafra. Today, you go to social media, you see people who are supposedly fighting for Biafra calling the Finland government. Oh, come on, Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. He's a terrorist. They have not started.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Sonny, is my voice coming out? Because I know your own has been fluctuating. So,
yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I welcome every one of you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, to this particular emergency space broadcast or briefing this evening. Very, very important. So, as we, wait to start our every Saturday program, which starts in less than 40 minutes. It has become imperative, my fellow Biafrans, that the protection and defense of our land is taken to a different level. For the past few days, we have witnessed kidnappings, abductions of Biafrans near military checkpoint. This kidnapping and abduction of Biafrans were done in collaboration with the Nigeria Terrorist Army and, of course, the jihadist movement, Boko Haram, parading themselves as Fulani herdsmen in our forest. And for this reason, the Biafra Defense Force, after security meeting, have resolved to issue the following order. From this moment, every person occupying Biafra forests and bushes is given 48 hours from this moment to vacate and leave Biafra land. Our forest is not for you. What I mean is that anybody, both arms carrying and non-arms carrying, you don't have any business in our forest. From this moment, Biafra government, Biafra Defense Forces and resistance fighters has issued 48 hours ultimatum for every person to vacate with your cows, your families, if you have any. You must leave our forest within 48 hours. After these 48 hours has elapsed on Monday, starting from Monday, whatever that you see in those forests and bushes becomes your fate. We are diversifying the defense of Biafra. The enemies of our land are multiplying. The fronts are being opened. Of course, we understand the strategy that the Nigerian government is using as our declaration approaches. We will also not dance to their tune. We will maintain our approach and our template we follow. At the same time, we will make sure we continue to stand on the path of the defense of our women and children and make it the most important priority of the Biafra government. In order to make sure that the wings and legs of the terrorism and the upsurge of terrorists in our land is cut off completely. These measures and every necessary measures will be taken to make sure in the next few weeks, those who have no business in our land will all be neutralized, especially in our forest. If the defense forces of Biafra finds you in the forest with gun, with cow, believe me, you are gone. We will not give you any room or any British space for you to remain in our forest and plan, kidnap, kill our people like you do in other parts of Nigeria. The same thing goes to the checkpoint. Everyone knows that for the past few weeks, few months, we have not been giving update on the ongoing war of liberation for a reason. And it will remain like that for a while. Today, for some of you who are close to Sumohu, Okigwe, and environs, you know what is going on there today. Remain indoor. Stay out of the street until those areas are safe for you to come out. I want you to understand that we are here not just to fight against the enemy, but we are also very angry to revenge the death of over 3 million children. If we do not destroy Nigeria, Nigeria will destroy us. Therefore, every Biafran, anywhere you are, you must always channel your energy and your strength to making sure we destroy Nigeria as much as we can until the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. Everything that gives Nigeria energy must be a target for attack. It is the self-defense. The best self-defense is to strangle the source of their economy, the income, the source of their GDP, how they generate this money to sponsor the killings of our people. We are changing dynamics. It has become necessary this evening that this call is made so that in the coming days, the images and the enemies will start crying. My fellow Biafrans all over the world, it is a call to duty. It is a call to serve. The protection of our land, the defense of our land, the protection of our women and our children must be taken to the next level. What they are doing today is they are testing our resolve. And we will tell them whom we are. We are not cowards. What you do in Benue, you can't do it in Biafra land. Not now, not tomorrow, not never. The terrorists in our forests will all be eliminated after 48 hours. After 48 hours, our forests will be ransacked. The Biafra Defense Force will dispatch and deploy thousands of special forces, especially in the most affected forests and bushes from Monday. Anything you see there, don't let it stand. Make sure you rescue anybody that have kidnapped in their possession. Try as much as possible to save those women that they have abducted at the military checkpoint along Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway. You must rescue them alive. Let's show to the world that this is our land. We will restore peace and stability to prove a point that we are indeed ready to govern ourselves and at the same time compete amongst nations, insecurity-wise. They don't know the terrain more than us. There is no excuse from this coming Monday, after these 48 hours elapse, there will be no excuse anywhere. Remember, I said forest. For those who will come tomorrow and show video, because the only thing they do is to see how to discredit the Biafra government. They will see video of the terrorists following cow in the street. They say, oh, look at the cow. We are not yet there. We are not yet evicting them from the street of Biafra. But the eviction in the forest starts after 48 hours. Biafra government will invest in making sure that no single terrorist will be in Biafra forest. Between now and December, we will face you, as we face the Nigeria terrorist army in the street, which collaborate and collude with you to commit this heinous crime against our people. We will come heavily on you. I know they don't understand English. I know they may not even understand what I'm saying. But many of them who are collaborating with these terrorists are on this particular platform. They listen to us anonymously. They relate the message to them. So the message is for those people who relate with them and collude with them to kill our people. Those in the Nigerian military, those in the Nigerian police, those in the Nigerian judiciary, those in the Nigerian government. The reason I'm making this is for you to inform them there is fire on the mountain. I am telling you the fact. You are going to hear from us in the next few days. We will rain down fire on you. I greet you all, Biafra people. Thank you for joining me this evening. And remember to join the Biafra fundraising, which is starting in the next 26 minutes. On the next 1 hour, 26 minutes, sorry. Thank you very much. Minister of Information, I think you're having network issues. You can come back. And I'll be here to take a few questions. Thank you.
Prime Minister, how many minutes do you have to attend to some questions before you go?
I have 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right. Please raise your hand up as you pick the mic. As you come to the mic, you raise your hand up. So, one minute, one minute, one minute. Go straight to your question and let the Prime Minister attend to it. We welcome you all to this emergency press brief. It's not going to last too long here because we have other things to do. Mba Chinemerem, over to you. Unmute yourself and speak.
Hello, good evening, everybody. I don't know if it's obtainable to use English or do I speak Igbo?
Use English, please. The whole world are listening.
Okay. So I heard about and I read about one blockchain innovation by the Biafran government a few months ago. Biafra currency, Biafra coin. Is it something that is it safe to buy it and maybe put our money there, or is it a scam project? Just want to know.
It is very safe for you to buy, and it is the part of the Biafra government project and the Bank of Biafra. So if you have any question, you go there, those questions will be answered and resolved. The Biafra coin is genuine. You can use it to purchase goods and services. You can save your money there, and it will multiply up to 18%, if I'm not mistaken. So
Okay.
you can be very, very confident and do whatever you want to do, buy and invest, because it is completely genuine.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. And I appreciate your effort. I appreciate your unwavering effort towards the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, sir. And we are right behind you, strong and bold. Thank you for all you do, sir.
Thank you very much. And also remember that the value is equal to USDT.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So it
actually a
is not
trader.
go and do investment there with all
Okay,
your
thank you.
chest. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, sir.
Mba Chinemerem, the Prime Minister said, there is nothing that comes out from the Biafran government in exile that is scamming. Because when you ask your question, at the end of the day, you said if it is a scam. So no project from the Biafran government is a scam. This is a government and it's not an organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
We go over to Hilobin Udeja. Hilobin Udeja, over to you.
Good evening.
Hilobin Udeja, over to you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Um, Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear you right on. Go straight to the question. Can hear you.
All right. There's something I want to, and first of all, I want to thank our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa for what he's doing. He's a great man. He's a great man. He's a very great man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Another thing again, there's something I want to chip in here, and in fact, I want to ask our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa about here in can I say Nigeria as a whole, or I'm speaking from Lagos. Some people are coming up with IPOB. I don't know whether it's a autopilot, but they say it's an autopilot meeting. They are coming back to host a meeting, telling people to go and pay your this task, referendum task. Yes, there's some place they are holding the meeting around here in Lagos, and they're saying they have many branches where they are holding the meeting, but they are coming every day, maybe telling people on that in fact telling people that there's a meeting somewhere that you should go and pay your referendum tithes. So, and I ask another question, that this information that's coming and you people are telling some other peoples to go and join meeting, the meeting that we know Nnamdi Kanu has abolished for years. Now you people are coming back to bring this meeting back again because DOS is not favorable from it or eating from it again. Now they want to come back to open this very meeting again in order to extort people. Now I ask the question: this meeting or this information, where is it coming from? Did you hear it from our Prime Minister Ekpa? They don't want to talk anything concerning it again. I said, where did you people hear this information that people should start paying for referendum task? Nobody wants people to
So,
join them.
Mazi, what is your
That's
question
it.
to the Prime?
So, my question to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is that, is he aware of this very organization, organization coming from people saying that people should go and pay their referendum task? Is he, is there another, or let me say, is he aware of maybe people who would be meeting around maybe the Lagos State or
Great,
Nigeria?
well done, my brother. We have
Thank you.
de facto government in the homeland. We have 40 states of Biafra, and we also have our Lagos. We have our North. Anybody that is telling you to pay liberation Biafra referendum tax is not probably may not be part of us. What we are doing is Biafra liberation tax, not Biafra referendum tax. That's number one. And please, whoever that is telling you to pay money, tell them that you want them to call a meeting so Prime Minister will come there and address you. If I did not appear in that meeting, distance yourself from them. And anybody who is in Lagos organizing this genuinely, let the person reach out to the de facto government and invite me to address them in Lagos. Then after that, you can be very, very relaxed and do business with them. Apart from that, distance yourself. Look for your state admin. If you have not yet located your state, find any of the state, join them, and begin to support what they are doing in the homeland. That's all I can tell you. Thank you. And
Very much, Sam. Thank you very much.
And if somebody is in Lagos under the de facto government, Lagos, who's making this noise, please?
Okay, go on. I'm living there. I'm answered you. Go on.
If anybody is in Lagos and maybe this person asking this question is referring to you and you have mistakenly misrepresented the movement in Lagos, reach out to the appropriate authority in the homeland and consult with me immediately to address it. Without that, everybody should distance themselves from those who parade themselves if they are not Biafra government in the homeland. Thank you.
Awin, over to you. 1 minute. Go straight to your question, please.
Thank you so much. Good evening to you, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Mine is not a question, but some sort of support to what you are doing. I am very, very willing and supportive of what you are doing for my mother's ancestral land and the restoration and declaration of Biafra. I am here to assure you with every strength in me that once it is time for us to do the needful, I will be available to unleash the expertise that I have and acquired serving the zoo for over 18 years. Thank you so much, and may God guide you.
Thank you very much.
Circle, over to you, Circle.
Thank you. Thank you. I greet my fellow Biafrans, my great Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Odogu one of Biafra land. I greet you so much. In addition to what the information that our Prime Minister has brought to us here today, I want to also share a little light on it regarding to what I saw last night when I was sleeping. And I didn't even know that such a thing is going to come out today. Last night as I was sleeping...
Hold it there. We don't entertain dream here. Do you have any question?
Not question, but regarding to what you say, I saw something about it.
Don't entertain dream. If you
Yes,
have any
sir.
dream, pray over it, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
David Nana, over to you.
Thank you, my Minister of Information. Good evening, my Prime Minister. Sir, my question is this, sir. After acknowledging the superiority fighting power of the Biafran Defense Forces against them, because they have complained you have taken over the airspace, on land, they are nowhere to be found. Why do you think, sir, the Nigerian government, the terrorists themselves, find it very difficult to accept defeat and call for negotiation and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, even after using his release to sing some social media melodious songs last month, yet they are still holding him?
Because that is how God wants it to be. Whatever is happening today is the way God designed it. God wants to harden the heart of Nigeria to prove its power, how the emerging nation in Africa will defeat them, the so-called giant of Africa, at the end of the day. So what is happening now is divine. We must not question them. We must not question God. Allow this process to continue and see how it will end. Is it not surprising to you that with all their billions of dollars in arms and ammunition, it is just Biafra government in exile and the Biafra Defense Forces have held Nigeria to ransom? Are you not surprised? And we have not started. We need to pump more money into arms and ammunition to deal with Nigeria. We are not just here to fight for our freedom. We are here for a revenge. And so that revenge must be accomplished before anything. You think we're going to let them go free for killing over 3 million children? Children, not adults. Over 3 million children died. You think it is going to be swept under the carpet? No. We are here for a mission, and our mission must be accomplished. Nigeria will pay for the genocide committed against our people without trial. Without trial, up to date. And you think it is just going to go down, the drain like that? No. We are here for a mission. And before anything can happen, we must make sure that we destroy Nigeria beyond recognition. Destruction of Nigeria is our only priority as we defend ourselves. So do not look for cheap freedom. Freedom doesn't come cheap. You think Nigeria is going to give up? They're not going to give up. And that's exactly the way God wanted. We will disgrace Nigeria before international community. Thank you.
Chuku Emeka BLA, over to you. 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, Biafra.
Biafra, we have you.
Good evening, my PM. As Simon Ekpa, I greet you. I respect you for everything you are doing to us. You are the man. You are the good guy. So what I have to say this evening is that I hear somebody asking about Lagos paying this and paying that. I just want to respond to that guy that you have not been following, because assuming that you have been following what
Maazi Chuku, come with your
yes,
question. You're not to respond to anybody. Come with your question. The Prime Minister has responded to the person. What's your question?
okay. My question is that is like a suggestion because I have been suggesting that thing to my state. This like I'm in Lagos, we are in the zoo. So my question is that I want de facto government in the zoo to conduct every Saturday fundraising so that it will be mandatory for everybody in the zoo. Whatever you have for you to contribute as a fundraising, the way people outside is doing it. Because I'm using myself as an example. I'm from Habanye State. So I'm doing my fundraising. I just started it last week. I'm doing my fundraising every Saturday. Like today now, I've done my one.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let the Prime Minister address that. Thank you. Every Saturday, Prime Minister will address it. Thank you. It's a suggestion to your de facto. The Prime Minister will address it.
I will have a meeting with the de facto government, and we will come back. It's a very good idea. The idea is copied. You keep your fingers crossed for what will be the outcome. I will have a meeting with the cabinet of the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, and we'll come up with a resolution how we can coordinate that kind of fundraising. Thank you.
Odumodu, over to you, Odumodu. 1 minute, go straight to your question. Odumodu, are you there? You're not there. Chinedu Agu, over to you. 1 minute.
Good evening, my Prime Minister. Good evening, my Prime Minister, my Simon, good evening, my Minister of Information. Quick one, sir. In one of your address, my Prime Minister, you made us understand that the serious Biafrans are going to have their passports prior to declaration, and all the countries that will recognize us will automatically, our passport will become a valid means of identification. So here, that's my question, sir. If we are to have,
before you ask your question, where did I tell you that before Biafra declaration you have your passport? Which of the brokers did I say that?
It was one of your this thing that you say that our passport for those that are serious, we have their passport. I think that should be on the convention, our Declaration of Independence, if I'm not mistaken, sir.
You may be mistaken. We are talking about. Are you talking about the passport, or you are talking about the national identity card?
Sir, passport, sir.
Anyway, let me correct you in case you heard me wrong. We will issue the Biafra national identity card, and possibly may also have our passport at the convention. It may be limited to a few individuals in the beginning, but what we have now is the Biafra national identification card, which will be ready for Biafrans before the convention. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Odumodu, over to you.
Ask your question. Or have I addressed you?
Oh, hey, Biafra. Oh, hey,
Odumodu,
Biafra.
wait. Odumodu, wait.
Okay.
Chinedu, as the Prime Minister answered your question, ask your question now, since he has clarified you. Chinedu Agu.
Okay, no problem. I've been clarified. I was thinking that if maybe we'll get a passport, I would like to maybe to get my passport and my ID the same time. That was why I asked the question, but I have been verified now.
All right, thank you. Odumodu, ask your question, please. 1 minute.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Biafra, we held you.
Good evening, Simon Ekpa, the PM of our time. You are doing a great job. I want to just clear the air of long-awaited announcement which you have just made just now. This of clearing our bushes or something like that. There have been very big menace over, especially in Delta State, where people are being kidnapped and cut off their hands and being killed. That's a very good move. Thank you very much for that. And then secondly, they have been planning about on social media, planning about protests which may lead to revolution. So I'm wondering if Biafran government in exile have made arrangement for it. If it were, like, for example, it result to revolution, are they made any arrangement for our own people to be secured and protected if it result to revolution? That's my question. Thank you, Prime Minister. I appreciate your work.
Thank you very much. We are ready 247 for anything that will happen in Nigeria. We are prepared. We are prepared since 2021.
Indeed.
So it is only those that are unprepared that the ocean will swallow. Those who are Nigerianists, not us. Any Biafra that die in the name of protest in Nigeria is a fool. Any Biafra that die as a result of these idiots going to the street to protest and get killed, that person remain a fool. Biafrans are wise. We have been protesting against this government, against the terrorist government, even before they came into the office. For the past 3 years, we are sitting at home every Monday. In addition to that, every now and then, we have another additional sit at home, grounding the economy, crushing the economy, strangling the economy from the southeast. That is the highest protest. So if those Nigerians are serious that they want to do something, all they need to do is to shut everything down, not going to the street. Going to the street doesn't change anything in Nigeria. It does not change anything. You have to sit at home, close your shop, close your business, make sure that the Nigerian government doesn't go to office. That is the only way to shame and delegitimize them and make them a mockery in the face of the world. That is the only time they are going to start doing something. So when those Nigerians are serious, they will join us with our sit at home. Lagos, the shut down. Kano, shut down. Then you will see them talking. Apart from that, no Biafran, no blooded Biafran will wear his or her cloth and go out of the street to shout, protest Nigeria for this. We don't protest for Nigeria in the first place. Our protest against Nigeria has been taken to the next level. We have protested for many years during the IPOB under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. They have protested for many years, died in their hundreds, killed, and nobody talked about them. The time they decided to do NSAS, they all get slaughtered. Everybody saw how they were killing people in the street of Lagos. We are not even talking about the people they killed in the state of Lagos, so they are talking about Lekki Toge shooting. Did you not see how Nigeria police were shooting people in the street of Lagos? Innocent people. Nobody asked for them till today. So if any Biafran go out there to die, that person remains the biggest fool. And I believe that we have made that particular call very, very clear. Our protest is coming on the 29th, 30th, 31st, and 1st or 2nd of August, being Friday. The reason for that Friday lockdown is to also send a very strong message.
Thank you. Who understands. We have just 3 minutes for the Prime Minister to go. Igwe Kingsley, Peter, pick the mic and speak, please. Igwe Kingsley, Peter, pick the mic and speak. You're not ready. Chima Emeaji, pick the mic and speak.
Thank you so very much, my honorable PM. I greet you so specially. PM, I just have a little question. I applied for my national ID. I've not got my ID. I've not got any response since. It's getting to 1 month now. You know, I needed to, so I can book in for the convention. I've not got any response. I don't know the status of the application. Do I need to reapply again?
You don't need to reapply. If you have done it correctly, you will have access to the dashboard. In the dashboard, you are going to see the progress of your application. Also, we have not issued any ID card at this point. So nobody have actually received the ID card. So if you don't have any, if nobody contacted you, it means that probably your application went successfully. It is when you have issues that the administrators or the personnel will reach out to you. Also, you can contact them through the BSA website and inquire about your application. Give them details. They're going to respond to you and tell you the status of your application if you do not know how to get access to the dashboard. But I believe that you have access to the dashboard. And when you go to your dashboard, you're going to see your application, whether it is the status, whether it is approved, whether it is pending, or whether they have requested you to do some amendment in the application. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much. And the last one, please. Just because of I saw what the guy,
My fellow Biafrans,
the
more
criminals,
stringent.
the fraudsters who hide under journalism to be writing all manner of nonsense. You know, the guy that blocked you some minutes ago. You know, that guy, he has always been they hide under P2B, obedient something. These are fraudsters. Don't stop responding to such criminals. Leave us to be dealing with them. Those people are fraudsters, and that is who they are, and they don't so please leave those criminals. The one that obedient. All of them are the same. They are fraudsters. They are criminals. They remain criminals, whether they like it or not. Hiding under P2B to be deceiving people. It can only wash with the Igbo one Nigerians they that follow them. That's my own. Thank you so very much, my PM.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
And then also, let me also remind you that you don't need to wait for the ID card to go through before you apply for the convention. Apply for the convention so you secure your place, otherwise you may miss it. And this is a lifetime experience.
I don't want to miss it, please. I don't want to miss it, please.
Go ahead and apply for your convention. You don't need to wait for anything. Go ahead and apply immediately. Otherwise, if we get up to the number required by the hall, the number required, it means that your application will not go through. So you miss Finland. Thank you.
Hey, no. Thank you so very much.
Last person, Obodo Peter. Obodo Peter.
Good evening, brothers. I want to use this opportunity to thank my big brother, Prime Minister Njoku Simon Ekpa. At the same time, our Minister of Information, Sonny Aparawa. Let me use this opportunity at the same time to thank my brother with our own dialect. Oga Simon Ekpa, Unde, Igbo Kumado, imewara anyị bụ ndị iji anyị nwee ọnụ n'obodo ọbụla gbamnashigo jishike nwune na imewara anyị oke ibe ana m akwabekwa shọftalụ nwudo onye dịka ibe onye ibe anyị ga-eshiri be lọfta mele ije ka lọfta higher level na-ekele onwune na rashi ụka mere ibe bụ igbudu onye igbudu bụ onwodo anụ ogide la afọdụ gị enyi igide Nigeria ibe igbudu gide Nigeria gide shie ike gide shie ike this freedom ọmali ga-ewetara anyị na-achị ekele doro Chineke mere lọfta anyị ga-eme inwefta Biafra ndị Naijiria ndị Biafra ofu eselebreti ahụ ndị Naijiria ala akwa maka imewahela akwa onye ọbụla na-eje for protest aka Igbo onwe ya na-achị this opportunity. Thank you so much and once and for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anakwa m hụrụ ali Biafra na Menugwu.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Since
Sonny, I can take 2 more.
Yeah. Since he didn't give question, let's give mic to Fab. Fab, over to you.
Yeah, good morning, PM from here. Actually, it's not a question. Actually, whenever I come on your program, I don't ask questions because I follow you every inch. So if you want to take me down so that people can ask questions, fine. But I don't have questions because I follow you. I just want to make a contribution like I always do. So
go ahead with the contribution.
Thank you very much. I love this. So to our people that is listening to us right now, our fellow Igbo brothers from the old Eastern region, wherever place you're from, you want to partake in the protests, make sure you write your will because you will go out and you will not come back since you've not learned anything that Nigeria cannot be. Nigeria is irredeemable. They will kill you and you will die. Nothing will happen. You cannot solve the issue of Nigeria via marching on the streets. You cannot do that. Now they've already started making it look like it is our protest, even though the PM has said it several times that we are not going to engage in any protest in Nigeria. We have our own protests. We have our own way of protesting. We've been protesting for the past 3 years. We've been sitting at home for the past 3 years. There is no protest greater than that. If you go out there, I saw in news the Yorubas have already made a statement that they will not allow invaders. They're already calling us invaders. So the problem we're having is our Igbo Gen Z, these little kids born in the north, born in the west, they are the little clowns dragging us into Nigeria. If you guys don't want to be sensitive, your Yoruba friends are deceiving you. Your Hausa and Fulani friends are deceiving you. You don't want to be sensitive. You don't know your history. You don't know where you're coming from. You want to go to protest. You want to go protest for one Nigeria. You will die as a one Nigeria. Go and ask people that died during the time of NSAS. Nothing happened. You will die as a one Nigeria, and nothing is going to happen. We have our own way of protesting. We no longer protest on the streets. We no longer carry placards. We no longer carry anything in signal. We protest in the way the Nigerian government understand, the way the world wants to hear you protest. That is the way we're protesting in the East. So if you want to protest with Nigeria, go ahead and protest with Nigeria. You will die as Nigeria. Thank you, my PM.
Thank you. Kashidan. Kashidan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening,
There we
dear friends. My Honorable Prime Minister, I greet you. Good evening. I greet all the cabinet. I only have two, can I say, question or something to say, because I don't have much. I'm following the Prime Minister every of his information, but what I wanted to chip in about the uh, people that in the bush, those Fulani people that moves around carrying cattle all everywhere. Please, Prime Minister, extend that hand to all over all Enugu states, please, especially in Kano side. And another thing I want to ask, that is why I say I don't know if I can call it a question, is like whenever I made a donation in fundraising, I always contact Mazi James, but I'm having a challenge on registering my ID card. So I have called him several times, but I think he's always busy. I don't know if there's any other person that can refer me to, so that that person can help me.
Contact use the contact in the BSA website. If you're having any issue, they're gonna put you through. Have you tried to contact using the contact on the website?
No, I never tried that.
That is where you should contact now. So not James. James is only to give some kind of verification if there is any issue arising from your application.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, last person as we go. Man like Eba NK. Man like Eba NK. Man like Eba NK. Tochi Labans. Tochi Labans. Igwe Kingsley. Are you there?
I'm here.
All right,
Can
over
you
to
hear me?
you. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, we greet you. I will remain respect, PM. Go ahead. We are just go ahead, protest.
This is not a question. I need two Nigerians to ask me a question, please. I will give them 5 minutes to wait for two Nigerians. So, Sonny, the Minister Information, I'll give you 5 minutes to bring in Nigerians. Thank you.
One Nigerian is, please raise your hand up. You are one Nigerian is, you support one Nigeria protest. Please come up here, raise your hand so that I can spot you and bring you to the mic. Come and ask us why we don't want to be part of your protest. Ojako, over to you.
Well, you don't need to give them tell them the kind of question they will ask. Let them just come here so we can, we are not here to do like some of them. So they can come here to ask their questions and all that. Thank you.
Ojako.
Thank you, my Prime Minister. Good evening, everyone. From here.
Yenokwa.
We say we need one Nigerianness, and you're here, my prime minister.
I'm not. I can never be one until I die. I can never. I'm in asylum. I'm frustrating here. I want to go back to my land. You are telling me one Nigeria. Are you?
But you raise a hand when we are talking about one
I
Nigeria.
raise hand because I've been dying to talk to my prime minister for so long. I'm worried. Goosebumps is beating me here. You are telling me.
All right, right on.
No, prime minister. As our faces are different, that's how our own heart are also different. Biafra is very, very diversified. I don't have a lot of questions, but I have two things that bothers me when you're about the way you do things. Two. If you can let me. One is the way, because our leader who we follow told us about Ojemma about our money, Ojemma, the name of our money, our currency, and you gave it like a dollar. And the second one is when we talk about, and I feel like you're drifting to support. I'm sorry to say it here, like you are drifting towards US, and US, they are also corrupt, and I don't think we have to depend on United Nations to prove our rights. Even though they call you anything they can call you, they are the one that brought terrorism to Africa. If you can say it, if you can say the whole truth, because we are living free. There's nothing like poverty.
So, what is your question? Go straight to your question, please.
My question is not that I have question, but it's just that I'm dying to talk to my prime minister, and I have to. I'm so happy, I don't know. I'm so happy, but thank you for giving me the opportunity anyway. But
All right. You have said something. So, well, let me tell you. You see,
okay,
the liberation of Biafra involved politics.
okay,
It involved diplomacy, and
okay.
it involves arms, which is
Yeah, I know that.
the activation of self-defense. So, these three dimension is what is bringing the Biafra independence. The approach is
Okay.
political approach, diplomatic approach, and of course the armed struggle approach. The armed struggle approach is that it has become necessary for us to defend ourselves after many years of Nigeria killing protesters under IPOB. So we, as a government of Biafra, we see it as it is very important for us to defend our people as we fight for the liberation of Biafra. That is different between people having freedom, peace, and liberation. What we are
Yes.
fighting is to liberate Biafra completely from the enslavement of Nigeria. So, in doing that, we will never be an island. We will go into international politics with the United Nations, America, and every other country that wish to do business with Biafra. We are not going to be an island. So I want everyone, I know all of you are angry because of the roles these powerful nations has played by not listening to the killings of our people, by shying away from the evil of Nigeria, and because of that, many Biafrans are angry. You don't want to have anything to do with it, even the United Kingdom. But remember, there are people in the United Kingdom that are not supportive of the evil activities of the United Kingdom during the Biafra-Nigeria war. There are people in the United States that condemned it. There are people in Europe that condemned it. So when we are, unleashing our anger on how they sidelined everything and even not punishing those who killed over 3 million children through starvation today, like Gowon is now becoming a national hero in Nigeria. We must understand that we are now living in the 21st century, where we must recognize those who are policy makers, decision makers, and who control the globe, the world. And they call them the world powers. So we can never live without them, no matter how angered we are. But what we have to do is for them to understand it's our responsibility to let these people who have not lived up to the expectation of the Biafra people to understand where they have wronged us. And the only way we can make that statement is through the approach we are using today, called multi-dimensional approach to Biafra liberation. If you do not agree with us in the diplomatic way, you will agree with us in the political way. If you do not agree with us in the political way, you will agree with us in the armed struggle. If you do not agree with us in the armed struggle, you will agree with us in the civil disobedience. So that is every means we have used to capture those. If we don't capture you in this approach, we will capture you in this approach, we will capture you in that. So we have used every mechanism known to man to liberate ourselves. And the only problem we have is finance. And we need to have heavy equipment to engage Nigeria. If you know what we have today, we are not doing with AK-47 anymore, because we need to have more superior firepower to engage these terrorists who come in military uniform and kill our people and brag about it. So, my people, we will have business with the United Nations, we will have business with America, we will have business even with Russia. If the opportunity calls, we will not make anyone our enemy. Those who fought against us during the Biafra war have today seen the mistake they have done by supporting Nigeria. Today, they are not proud of what they did. But in as much as they're not proud of what they did, we will not also be that vindictive not to recognize when people change their stand. I thank you.
Miles the stand. Miles the stand. Over to you.
Can I go on now?
Yes,
Good
Miles the stand. Go
evening.
on.
Good evening from this side of our own world. Good evening to everybody. Our PM, I don't know reason why you asked us not to join this protest. Though. Would have loved everybody that supported, that voted this, the other side of the government and this side of the government to come out and protest. So they will learn it again, because I think the first stage of the election they did not learn anything. Maybe when they come out to protest now, they will learn something from it again. And I think this protest, one thing I'm saying about this protest, why I'm praying for it to go ahead is in benefit of what we are chasing. When I say it's in benefit, I've sat down, analyzed it, reasoned it in any angle, and I pray to God Almighty, that this protest should come and it should, nothing will ever stop it. Anybody that wants to come out can come out. So I will be here to repost the videos, support them, protest from wherever I am, do my own. So, Prime Minister, I don't know why you are debunking people coming out for this thing. Forgive my question.
The reason is one: we are not fighting for Nigeria betterment. The protest is targeted at making Nigeria a better country. Two, we are not going to allow any Biafran to get killed by the Nigeria terrorist state for no reason. It is better for you to die fighting for Biafra than going to protest for betterment of Nigeria and you get killed. That is the most useless death ever. And as a responsible government, as a responsible prime minister that have the love of the people at heart, I will give you my advice. It is left for you to go out there and protest on your own. And like I said, if you die, you are a foolish person. Like you said, you are going to post their videos on social media. I will help you to share it too, because I will be sharing it to say, I told you. So we will not waste our strength, our men, and our people on that. But let me tell you, we don't say everything in the public. We will be watching them with one eye. And we will do what we need to do at the right time, at exactly the right time. So let them go out there and do whatever they want to do. But Biafra will not be part of them. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, my PM. Well understood. Ijala
Is it that there
Brian.
is nobody? Is it that there is nobody that is a Nigerian in this
I
particular
think I
space
found
of
one.
over 1,000 people?
I found
Go
one
ahead.
here. Ija had two, Brian. Over to you.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, the MP.
Good evening.
I am from Benue State. I am not directly speaking in support of one Nigeria, but my question is,
We need one Nigerian name.
Please,
Why
I
are you
have
people
an
looking?
important question.
Why are you people looking so strange? And
Yes.
then at the end of the day, you will come and say about Biafra. What is going on? Have we actually succeeded in liberating all of you, or what?
Yes. my,
You say yes.
my question is the map of Biafra did not cover the Biafran part of the Benue State.
So your village is not there.
Thank you. I personally, the website we released for the ID card.
No wonder you deny Nigeria.
So your problem is that your village is not part of Biafra.
Yes. Personally, I visited the website to register for ID card. I cannot find my state in
Okay.
the yes.
We
The
have
Biafra
said it.
part of
We have
Benue
said it.
State. Yes.
Forget about the state. Forget
Yes.
about the state.
Yes.
If you believe that your village is part of Biafra, believe me, you are probably part of Biafra, but you don't know the map, because we know a lot of people are having problem with the map. So
Yes.
forget about the state and all that. Do your application and submit every information that is needed. If you don't know the exact state, do it anyway with all the information. You will be invited for interview. The
Okay.
Biafra government, the Department of the Security Administration will invite you for interview. They will interview you live on the Zoom, where they can see you and ask you some questions. So
Yes.
that's how far we have gone. So do your
Okay.
application, and you will manually confirm whether you are qualified or not. I believe that you are qualified if you know that your village falls under the Biafra of the
Yes.
1967. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. I have been listening to Nnamdi Kanu for long. So he keep mentioning my village being part of Biafra. I am very positive. Yes.
And now the village is not there.
Yeah, and the village is not there now. Yes,
All right, don't worry. Don't worry. You will be rescued.
oh, thanks, sir. I'm grateful. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Machineke. Arsenal fans. I think you'll be the last person because time is running
My
out.
PM, good evening, sir. As again,
Why is everybody speaking Biafra here? Nijinodo. Ah! Nijinodo Ndike.
Oge chibona yefu asa nene musgam kelengo lot mojingo.
Ogechikwa. Ogechi, this you have no voice Ogechikwa now.
Musa the message le ekwenching all etikiri eteke gode.
Okay. Makwale nwetara
Musa the message mangi the ekwenching la ba of ngba be send it all eteke.
Somebody na JSA the other day. Was it yeah, somebody na JSA one program last year share. Ola JSA o male no Germany.
Ema gumbo mo mfuje ngono be chile kime cha zam ekpere so ego ni neje lekere.
Okay, good. Congrats.
Even neje lekere. Idi ke ndunu bu ga mkele even self mama no marojin nta be ku je ngbanya ebe ku je ngbanya tanya ya even no mojin akinu ma leke gozanga jeje la lola na abuja romero. So those people who want to go protest, so may they go protest. So we dey here, they share the video. We go watch now.
Exactly.
I greet you, bros.
Thank you.
My informational minister, I greet you.
Okay, Jane, they were from here. Thank you so much.
I greet you, bro. Thank you for the mic.
Can I Sonny, please. Sonny, please look for one Nigeria, at least 2 person to bring them to the stage, please. 2 person. It does not matter how long it's going to take me to have one Nigeria. I need to. How can we? I'm not satisfied that we have liberated everybody. It is not true. Even though that today we have recorded over 45 million votes in the Biafra self-referendum, and the second stage is still ongoing, 45 million. So I know that is a very big number, especially when you compare it to the Nigeria election in Biafra territory. It's a very huge number, but yet I have been seeing on social media where people are talking about, oh, Nigeria this, Nigeria that. But I cannot believe that everybody here following me is a Biafran. So please look for one Nigeria. Those who support one Nigeria. We are not here to fight, but we want to hear them. We want to know, see them and hear them ask me stupid questions and good questions so that I will address them. I need to have some kind of opposition, not all the time Biafra people. I know how when we started, it's always a cat and dog fight. When all those people will come here, like the one they called the croc or whatever, then he will come and be ranting, Simon Ekpa, this, now. Now I'm not seeing them here. So I need to see them to ask me questions. And let me also ask them how far they have gone since 2023 election. We told them that Nigeria does not need election. What Nigeria needs is a complete disintegration of the evil and dangerous diversity that has made the whole people in Nigeria to think like animals. When you say think like animals, it's an insult to animals because animals are smart. But think like idiots, which they are. You don't need election. You don't need also protest. Protesting for a better Nigeria. What has happened to Atiku? Are you going to kill him? What has happened to Wike? Are you going to kill him? Are you going to remove Umahi as a minister? Are you going to kill Akpabio not to become the Senate president after your protest? All this nonsense is, it's just a waste of time. The only way to fight for true liberation and revolution is to join the pattern that the Biafra government have been using for the past 3 years. Thank you. Go ahead, Esoni.
Emmanuel, over to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. PM.
I've been here long. I've been here for a long time.
Hello?
Yes, Emmanuel. Make it snappy. 1
Come on.
minute.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. PM. Please, just to mention that 45 million votes you mentioned for referendum, mine is part of it. I'm from the Middle Belt, and I'm fully in support of Biafra. I wish if I was part of the state of Biafra, I would have applied for the ID card. But since I'm not, but immediately in February, I think on the 3rd or so, immediately I claim Anambra because I went to support the Biafra struggle. And the question I want to ask, please, this Biafra coin, as a non-Biafran,
if you claim Anambra and you have your picture and everything, probably the system has actually screened you out.
Okay.
So we don't have any. If you are not from Biafra land, the system, you are part of those. How many percent? Can somebody go to my Twitter and check? Is it 2% that vote that was red? Right? Is it 2%? Is it 98% for Biafra and red, which is 2%? So you are part of those 2%.
Okay, my motive, if you get my motive, I'm in support of the Biafra. That's why I voted for it.
I understand.
And the question I want to ask.
I understand.
Yeah, because my people have been killed. These people have been killing my people mercilessly in unjust plateau. So your effort has secured the Biafra land, and I wish I'm part of this Biafra struggle. But the question I want to ask this evening, as a non-Biafran, can I invest in the Biafra coin? Is it possible?
You can invest in the Biafra coin. It is not just for Biafra people alone.
Okay.
Biafra is not just for Biafra.
All right,
we are a nation that is aspiring to compete amongst nations, including in banking and finance. So yes, it is not only for Biafra. And let me also tell you that our Biafra app is going to be launched in the month of August. It is going to have the feature of YouTube, the feature of Telegram, the feature of WhatsApp, and all the features of other social media network. You can use it to call your brothers and sisters free of charge, voice call, video call, chat, conference, and group chat. You can make live streaming. You can also make monetization of your channel and make money from it. So It is going to be launched on the month of August, and everybody is open for everybody. It become necessary for us to
Okay,
do
and then
that. So,
Mr.
because in case you'll be asking, are you not, if you are a Biafra, are you going to download it? It is for everybody, just as our Biafra coin is for everybody. Thank you.
Okay, and then Mr. PM, sorry, please, one more question. Is there any provision for those of us who are not Biafran by birth but are in fully support of Biafra? Is there any provision for people like that, like
The
myself?
provision will come later on, not now.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. PM.
Savior, over to you, Savior.
Yeah, greetings from here, Nigeria. PM, I want to ask, these Nigerians, Nigerian army is your voice of the feeling. I want to know what is the you people's gain?
You should be asking, you mean the terrorist, Nigeria terrorist army? You know, there is noise where you are, so I do not understand your question very clearly. So can you, rephrase? Are you talking about the Nigeria terrorist army?
Nigerians, the armies.
You mean the Nigeria terrorist army?
They are not terrorists. They are armies. Nigerian armies.
They are terrorists. They are terrorists.
Your boys are killing them.
Yes, the Biafra Liberation Army have been killing the terrorist army. Do you have a problem with that?
I want to ask, what is the benefit?
I'm asking the benefit. Do you know what is self-defense? Were you there in 2017 when they were killing Biafrans in the city of Aba? Were you in Nigeria?
That was then.
That was then. We are revenging now. Do you have a problem with that? So those people that you killed them, do you think they are not human beings? Just listen to yourself. That was then. So we should allow them to just go like that. You are validating killing your own people you call citizens, and they have risen up to defend themselves, and you are saying that it was then. No, our own is not then or is now. So they must be ready to face us.
Please,
if you have a problem with them, join them too and come. I will show you the way. We will show you the way to create.
They are killing the Nigerian army, please. Talk to your boys.
Nigeria army have killed us too much, so we are now paying them back. Do you have a problem with that? If you have a problem with that, tell them to leave the Biafra land. We give them a condition to leave our land or get killed there. You have a problem with that? I don't know why you have a problem with that. Are we hiding it? Do you think we are trees? You will stand and you come and cut us down? No. You killed them in 2015, killed them in 2016, killed them in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. You killed them in 2021, 2022, 2023. And the Biafra government is here under my watch. I said no. And you are here telling me you are killing Nigeria army. You did not even address them properly. What they are is Nigeria terrorist army. And you refuse to call them that. Next person, please.
All right. Phoenix Rain. Phoenix Rain, over to you.
And by the way, this is the kind of question the people I want now. So if there can be coming more, I will extend my stay on this space.
Phoenix Rain, over to you.
Good evening from your Prime Minister. Prime Minister, I wanted to ask, police, Biafran police, are they taking record of those that are running their mouths, that are calling for our heads in these obedient spaces? Thank you.
We are not yet there. Everybody is a police in Biafra land. That is what we call citizen police. We don't need to have a special police to take care of to take those records and all that. Every citizen of Biafra is a police. So I believe that the Biafran people are taking record of those. Thank you. And don't forget that what we call it is citizens police. That is what they call citizen arrest. Even in an independent state, that's what they call citizen arrest. We have not come to that point anyway. Thank you.
Frank Ebos, over to you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, right on.
Okay, please, I have two questions to ask. One is concerning the utterances that Ronald Mercury do make against the Igbo race. That's one. And secondly, there's one time you talked about the middle belt being their military being built up by that you made you made your intention known that you want to help them build their own military so that they can defend themselves from the Fulani Esme. You know, after a period of time, we never heard the update concerning that, and the killing still continues in that place. That's my question.
So what is the question? The question is why you did not hear anything again?
No. It seems like you just forgot about them, something like that.
I did not forget about them. The program is still ongoing. And what you should understand is that these are different people. The sabotage that we have there are in a completely different level. The Biafra government have invested in the security of the people in the Middle Belt. So that particular project is still there and facing a lot of sabotage from the people that we wanted to protect. And I believe that some of them may be listening to me today. So, but like you know, we need this freedom more than anybody. So all we need to do is to put some fuel, especially to those areas that Nigeria is using to breed. It's a figure of speech. Thank you.
And we go to Olakoke Sulola. Olakoke Sulola. Olakoke Sulola. You have a Nigerian flag on your page. Olakoke Sulola.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now. Right on.
Thank you very much for giving me this. Evening, sirs. My question is this, which I'm worried about. This issue of terrorism is even in the southwest, and we all know that. Following the news, we are hearing that here and there that these insiders, they are corroborating with terrorists to cause several deaths amongst our people. Now, my question is, how do you intend to figure these people out? Because yes, the cause they are fighting now, everybody knows it. But what measures are you doing to take care of those insiders that are sabotaging that effort, even when you don't know? Please, that
Are
is
you
my
talking
question,
about the
sir.
insiders in Oduduwa land or in Biafra? Are you a Biafran?
Yes, okay. I'm not a Biafran, please.
So why are you worried about our
I'm
own
just asking.
insider sabotage?
But you know that in those states we have terrorists
Give us
too.
questions that concern Nigeria.
That is my point.
Forget about the sabotage that we have. We know how to take care of them. Give us questions that concern the zoo.
Okay, because these people have infiltrated on those states, which is where I
That is
come
good
from,
question now.
and we
So
have them
you
among
are
us.
worried about the infiltrators and how they have invaded your land in those states, right? But
Yes.
unfortunately, if I give you advice now, it is not going to change anything because you are not part of the Yoruba agitators or security personnel. And so even if I say anything here, it's not going to change anything. But I will advise that you people learn from what we are doing. You know there is a history in Yoruba land. You know that Ilorin belongs to Yoruba land, right?
Yes.
And you know that today Ilorin is in the north, right?
Yes.
So it means that you people have not learned your lesson. You know that a few months ago there was agreement signed. They call peace agreement between Meyete Allah, Fulani, and the Yorubas.
Yes.
And so ask yourself, where are those who signed that agreement? Where are they today? Because every day we hear and read in the news how the Fulani are killing your people.
And they are still killing
So
our
ask
people.
them,
Yet,
when are
despite
they
the
going to sign
agreement.
the agreement? Because they are all after money. Once the Fulani give them money, they will come to public and do their shambolic thing and disappear.
Yes.
The same thing happened to Duduwa agitators today. Do you see them again shouting for Yoruba nation?
They've silenced
Everybody
most
have
of them.
disappeared. So they use them, they have disappeared. And today, some of them are still making noise. They can never take them, take them serious. But come to us.
Oh.
Come to us and tell us to sign agreement. So go and hold those people that signed the agreement. You call your elders responsible for the killings in your land, because they have signed agreement to kill your people and nobody is talking and condemning it. But you see, the day we are going to rise again and accept to do the agitators to start dealing, having some kind of activating the alliance we have with them before, you will see all of them coming out to condemn it. That time is when they will have strength. Oh, Sonny Boy is there. Oh, Simon Ekpa is having an alliance. Oh, that is when they are going to wake up. But we read every day in the news how they are killing people in Ondo, in Ekiti, and all of them. They are murdering Yorubas every day. But they don't have power to talk. It is only when Biafra do something, everybody will have strength. So, my brother, the way we are handling our own case is there in the public. We have enough weapon to combat and confront the terrorists that are killing our people and coming to kill our people. We don't give them that chance to kill. That is the difference. So when you pick up arms, AK-47 is not a guarantee that you are going to succeed. You need powerful machine gun, LMG, GPMG, RPG. This is what you need in Yoruba land. Until you have that, you will continue to cry every day. Any day you pick up arms and display 1,000 men, well armed, Fulani will flee. I am telling you the fact. It's a secret. Thank you.
Do you still have another question? Okay. All right. I can see you're okay. Citizen Dama. Over to you, Citizen Dama.
All right. Able PM Simon Ekpa and the Minister of Information, BRG IE, and all the amazing people in the house, all of us of freedom. My name is Citizen Dama. I stand for the freedom of all Black race across the world. And I'm a lover of freedom. I give oxygen for those who are defining what freedom means to them. And my question, I have a couple of questions I want to put to the Prime Minister. One is the protests across the land is gaining momentum. And I want to understand how this is going to play out alongside the sit-at-home, especially the recent sit-at-home order you issued. How is this going to happen? I mean, does it mean, I want to understand, I want to get a clarification how that is going to play out. How will the protests run side by side the sit-at-home order you've issued for the Biafran territory?
I don't know, I have not understood your question, but let me see if I can figure out what you are trying to say. First of all, it is still not, you people are still not getting it that we are not part of Nigeria. We are not part of Nigeria. The declaration of independence, of the restoration of independence of Biafra will happen on the 2nd of December, 2024 in Finland, under the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We are conducting self-referendum by the Biafra government, and we have recorded over 45 million votes. And yet, people are calling us for protests for Nigeria. So one is that we don't regard ourselves as part of Nigeria anymore. For that reason, we will not be part of the protest. Protesting with Nigeria is validating Nigeria, just like election. So we distance ourselves from that protest. That's number one. Number two, we do not care what happened during the protest, and our sit at home is our business. So you have to sit back and watch how the sit at home go. And let me also tell you, when we see whatever you people are doing as Nigerians, and it has ended, if it becomes very clear that Biafra will take advantage of it, we will take advantage of it without informing anybody. Thank you.
Okay, Prime Minister, there's also an African proverb that says it's easy to steal the village drum, but the problem is where to beat it. And I consider that to mean that the drug lord, who happens to be the illegitimate president, has managed to hijack the mandate of the Nigerian people, and now he's trying to solve the riddle, which is Simon Ekpa, who is in Finland. And now people are clamoring for a protest, and the protest is gaining oxygen by day, per second, per minute. There is this conspiracy going about that the protest seems to be helping your cause. What's your reaction to that? Is the protest in line with your agitation, or is it kind of undermining it?
If you actually understand what I said now, I said joining the protest is validating Nigeria. Because what is the reason for the protest? It's not for better Nigeria, right?
Surely.
So we are not fighting for better Nigeria. We are fighting for complete independence of Biafra. And like I said, we will watch how the protests go, and if need be, we will take advantage. Taking advantage means that we are ready to destroy Nigeria. So if we see that these Nigerians who are never serious in doing anything become serious in the protest, we will take advantage. And when we take advantage, we will not inform you. Thank you. Again, another question, please. I want to give you much time because you are asking a very reasonable question.
All right, the Prime Minister, and you know, I'm into media and I stay in the news. I try to put my ears wherever everything is breaking. And the truth of the matter is that a lot of Nigerians are not informed, they are not educated, they are not enlightened, especially the few of them that are on social media don't even know what is called Twitter or X. And much of your activity is actually broadcast on this social media app. What are you doing to really get your information to the grassroots? The truth of the matter is that, because I'm into, let me not say what I do, but I have a way of reaching out to the people. And when I try to get some feedback, people don't really know much about you. When people hear that you have a military background, you have a political stake in Finland, you are a legal person and all that, they just get surprised, like, we didn't know this guy is all these things you're talking about. So what are you doing to take the information we share on the different major social media platforms to the grassroots? I know you have a radio and TV station, which a lot of people don't know that exists, except those who are actually following what is going on this app. How do you get to communicate what is happening to the ordinary person in the street?
Are you talking about Biafrans or are you talking about Nigerians?
No, I'm talking about Biafra agitation, what you're doing. Of course, Nigerians who are serious don't listen to.
I'm asking you now, where you say that a lot of people don't know. Are you talking about Biafrans or are you talking about Nigerians that don't know?
Well, I would say, you know, when you talk about Biafrans, we have the active ones, we have the ones that are just more or less.
So when you say that a lot of people don't know Simon Ekpa is this and that, are you talking about Biafrans or Nigerians?
Both groups, both Nigerians and Biafrans, a lot of them.
That is false information. How do you react to the fact that we have over 45 million voted for the Biafra self-referendum in the second stage ongoing?
Okay.
How do you react to that?
I think that answers.
That answers your question, right?
I think that answers the question. And the last question I have is that there is this recent sympathy that is coming from, especially our Yoruba brethren from Southwest Nigeria. Are you considering offering them citizenship into Biafra when it happens?
We don't condone any sympathy. There is no sympathy in Biafra. We are shedding our blood. There will never be any sympathy. Anybody that wants to have citizenship must go through the legal process and the policy that will be set up by the Biafra government and the Biafra immigration. We are not going to have any sympathy, not even on our people. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for your time.
All right. Thank you, Citizen Dama. You did say that Nigerians listen to the Nigerian media, and still on the Nigerian media is where they broadcast the live meeting of the National Assembly that lasted for over 3 days, where they were discussing Biafra, and the House of Reps also about 3 days deliberating on Biafra and Simon Ekpa. And these were all televised on their national televisions. Their newspapers carries it, their radio stations carries it. So any Nigerian that says he did not know about Simon Ekpa during that time, or did not know about Simon Ekpa during the elections of 2023, where his face was published everywhere as the only enemy of Nigeria, international community spoke about him, and all the Nigerian radios and television that did not even speak about him, they were sanctioned. They were mandated that they must speak about him and stand against him and publicize against him, even to the people in the grassroots. So every Nigerian knows who Simon Ekpa is. That is why if you make any publication, do not use any name, only use the name of Simon Ekpa, and even a mosquito will run. Okay, we see Tamclean. Tamclean, over to you. Tamclean. Tamclean Itemor. You're not ready? Ijida Mine. Ijida Mine, over to you. Ijida Mine. Tamclean, are you ready?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, right on. 1 minute, please. Be concise
Yeah.
on your question.
My question is that I'm calling from the south of Nigeria, southern state of Nigeria. Hello?
Right on, right on. We need people like you to talk.
Okay. So my question is that when Biafra emerged, no, we the southern state, precisely I'm from the Ijaw region. So how are we going to do the people that are in Ondo state? Because the Ijaw spread to Ondo state. That is my question.
Thank you very much. That's where the diplomatic and political approach comes in. That is what they call changing the demography, which Nigeria have done. Nigeria have also distorted our map. And this particular case, we have, brought it to the African Union, the African Court in Banjul, specifically stressing out the Nigeria tactics to divide and destroy our people by distorting map. And this is not acceptable under any international law for a government to distort map of the people. So we have that particular right and mandate to correct the distortion of our map without the consent of the people by the Nigeria state. It is the same thing they did in creating this geopolitical zone without a referendum. They did it creating additional state without a referendum. You just wake up one morning, somebody will pass a bill that, create this state, and then they start debating it. People who never represented your interest will stand in Abuja in one rep chamber, start debating, okay, let us have the state. No, let us not have the state. Those who support it say nay. Those who support it say nah. And then they will just vote those nonsense. And then before you know it, you wake up and they say, you are no longer Okechukwu, you are now Nnadi. No, we are visiting the root cause of the problem, which is dissolving everything Nigeria created from 1960 is not recognized by us. That's where we are going, my brother. Everything from the political zone down to the lowest is not recognized. And that is the stand of this Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, which is the reason we already have our 14 United States of Biafra. So we are making it very clear that whatever Nigeria created from 1914 is not recognized. That is the foundation we are destroying. And let me tell you, I want everybody to record this one. If Nigeria refuses to let us go, we will destroy Nigeria. And yet, we will still get our freedom. Mark it. Thank you.
Tamklin, do you still have another question? Unmute yourself. We can't hear you, Tamklin. Do you still have another question? All right, we move. Big deal.
Hello.
You still have another
Hello?
question?
Hello?
Tamklin, you have another question, Tamklin?
No, I don't have other question because this particular question normally bother me. Even in the time of Nnamdi Kanu, I answer
All
this
right.
particular
Thank you.
question.
Prime Minister has addressed it today for you. Thank you so much. Big deal, over to you.
Yeah, hello. I am fully one Nigeria, and I want to ask this question to the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. When your superior, Nnamdi Kanu, is out, are you going to hand over power to him, or there will be power tussle? Because I see you love power a lot. So that's my first question.
Are you worried?
Yes, I'm worried because
thank you very much. That's
you
what I
are not
want to
well.
hear.
You are not well known like him. He
All right.
himself, nobody sent him on exile.
I am happy that you are worried and you are not worried about him. And
I'm
that
not
have
worried.
answered. And
Are you
actually
upset?
answered your. I'm not
Are you
upset.
upset? Are you angry?
I'm not upset. Why should I be
Okay.
angry? If I'm angry, I'll kick you out here.
Okay.
But
Let's
I'm very,
discuss.
very happy. I am very, very happy that you are worried. And that's actually what made me the prime minister. You need to be worried about me. You said you are worried about me.
That's a slip of tongue. I'm not worried.
Because now you want to.
So the question is,
remove him. We are not here
you
for
are
this.
scared
He
now.
has
You are scared.
actually
You said
answered.
we should
Remove
ask
him.
question. Now you are running.
You don't need to be going up and down. You said you are worried, and then I started to address you. You say you are not worried against the slip of tongue.
You are running.
You
are running.
worried.
Let me ask you my question. If you
Go
are the
ahead.
new
Go
prime minister,
ahead.
should I go ahead before
Go
you
ahead.
kick me out? Okay.
Go ahead.
My question is this: since Nnamdi Kanu, which me I recognize, if he's out, are you going to hand over power to him as your superior? Yes or no?
And I ask you again, what is your concern about Biafra?
Because
that you are worried about who becomes the leader and who is not the leader.
Yeah, because you want to rule from Finland. Why?
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu want to rule.
Listen to me. I am already ruling from Finland, not I want to. Did you not
that
hear
is
the
not,
Ekpa?
That is not acceptable. You can't just control your
don't
people
need to
from
accept.
Finland.
You are not part of. You don't need to accept, but it's a fact.
And my second question before
let me
you
ask
kick
you.
me out.
Me ask you again before I kick you out.
Okay, I know you kick me out. But second question.
Let me ask you again.
You keep on crying.
Are you supporting the drug lord?
I'm not supporting none of that.
But he is ruling you.
But I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu, and he's your superior.
But you don't want to accept that. I am asking you about your president. You are one Nigeria. You said you are part one Nigeria. Talk about your Nigeria, not about
If
Nnamdi
you
Kanu.
know where I'm from, you know it's not my president. But I want to ask if you will.
Where are you from?
If you will leave power for your superior, because you love power so much, and that will be an issue. Because Nnamdi Kanu will rule Nigeria in Nigeria if he wants to. But you want to rule from Finland. Who does that? Come to Nigeria and do your work.
You know, this your statement now is what made Biafra to make me the prime minister.
Nobody make you prime minister. It's a self-acclaimed prime minister. That's what I know, and that's what everybody knows.
Everybody know that because of this your statement now. That is why Biafrans are supporting me, because they want anybody that Nigeria like you we hate.
No, if your superior is out, which the international body recognize, are you going to hand over power to him?
And who told you that international body did not recognize me?
Because you are not ready to hand over power to him. That's my case.
So
I'm a full supporter.
You are worried about me handing over the power. Release him first now. Can you release him? Tell them to release him first.
No, you should work that. If you are one Biafra, you should work out that, because you are isolating yourself, doing all this business, creating app and doing all those things, making money for yourself. What about your superior?
And that
what
is your
about
problem.
Your superior?
Were you not the one who kidnapped my superior?
Nobody kidnapped your superior. You have to fight for your superior. Stop staying in Finland.
Please
causing
remove
issues.
him. Is not reasonable.
You are running. Thank you very much. You are running.
I am
You can't
already
stand.
a prime
You
minister
can't
of
stand.
Biafra in exile, and this is exactly what Biafra want to hear. Biafra wants somebody who will fight for them and they deal with Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has done his job. If he come, he will continue where he stopped. But for now, I remain the prime minister, and I'm here to fight Nigeria until the last day that the declaration will happen, and we defend it.
You know, some Nigerians come and speak English and contradict themselves. You outrightly said that, Prime Minister, you have a superior. What did you now mean that he has a superior? Then you're now saying that he is taking power, and you're asking if he will hand over power to his superior. Grammar definition for here. Prime Minister, do you still have time? We are.
Yes, yeah, we need them. We need them more to come and continue to contradict themselves.
Okay.
And of course, it is good that they are crying about the activities of the Prime Minister. They can't stand it. They think I am here to do like Nnamdi Kanu, who people will be killed under his watch. Those following him will just sing in the street and share it on the social media, and it ends there. No, under my watch, if you kill any Biafran, we will unleash the hell on you. And that's what we are doing to Nigeria. We have not even started. You are here crying. Your military terrorists will die in our land every day until we liberate ourselves from Nigeria. If that is your problem, believe me, we have just started. Just wait and see what will happen before the 2nd December.
PM.
Yes.
It's time for fundraising.
Okay, let's go to fundraising, please. Everybody join the fundraising. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for staying here. You know, I did not actually prepare to stay this long, but this last person that come in, you know, has made a lot of contribution to this particular space today. He gave it a lot of pepper and salt. Cut this section and use it for program. Remember, our sit at home is coming. Every Biafran must understand that we are against the enemy in our land. May God bless all of you. See you in the fundraising.
The Biafran War was one of the most brutal and bloody conflicts of modern times. Also known as the Nigerian Civil War, it left 1 million dead and millions more displaced. It also shaped so much of our thinking on secession and independence. And yet today, it's largely forgotten. So what was the conflict all about? And why was it so especially significant? The British decision in the early 20th century to merge the two Nigerian protectorates, a decision taken for economic reasons, created an entity that was fundamentally at odds with itself. This would eventually have dramatic and tragic consequences following the country's independence in 1960. The tensions between North and South soon spilled over into the political arena, leading to mass killings and one of the most significant wars to affect modern Africa. Indeed, the Biafran War was widely regarded as the most pressing humanitarian disaster of its day. Over the course of 2.5 years, millions died in a conflict that led to mass starvation.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Remember, join us right now in the fundraising. And I will say bye for now.